Hello students, today we will discuss about the inequalities in a triangle. So far in this class, we have studied about the equality of sides, equality of triangles and equality of angles. So inequality means not equal. That means greater than or less than. That is, if we draw two line segment here, suppose this is AB and this is CD. So which one is longer? So obviously CD is longer than AB. Now if we draw two angles, suppose this is an angle and this is another angle. So suppose A, B, C and P, Q, R. So these two are angles. So which one is greater? So obviously see, this PQR angle is greater than ABC, or you can write that ABC is smaller than angle PQR. So this is called inequality. That is not equal. Now here we will study about the inequalities in a triangle. In a triangle means there are three sides and three angles in a triangle. So we will discuss the relation of this longer side or shorter side or greater angle or smaller angle. Now see, in case of isosceles triangle, two sides are equal, then we get two angles are also equal. That is, in case of isosceles triangle, if A, B, C, if AB and AC are equal, then the angle B, that is opposite angles to the equal sides, are also equal. Now if we draw another triangle where C, suppose P, Q, R. Now PQ and PR, consider these two sides. So PR is longer than this PQ. Then in this case, the opposite angles to the longer side is larger or greater than the opposite angles of the shorter side. That is, angle Q is opposite to PR and angle R is opposite to the side PQ. So since PR, here PR is greater than the side PQ, therefore the angles opposite to PR, that is, therefore angle Q is greater than the angles opposite to PQ, that is angle R. And today we will discuss this property as theorem. So let's see the theorem. So this is the theorem 7.6. So if two sides of a triangle are unequal, that is not isosceles or not equilateral, that is two sides are unequal, the angle opposite to the longer side is larger. So we have already discussed, that is, if see, in triangle A, B, C, see AC is greater than AB, AC is greater than AB, then the opposite angle to the longer side, that is, opposite angle to the longer side is B, that is angle B is larger than the opposite angles of the shorter side, that is greater than angle C. So this is the theorem, remember it. That is, if two unequal sides are here, then the angles opposite to the longer side is larger larger than the angles opposite to the shorter side. This is the theorem. Now 7.7 is directly opposite to this 7.6. That is, here angles sides are unequal, but if the angles are also unequal, that is, in case of this angle B is greater than angle C, that is, then the sides opposite to the larger angle is longer than the sides opposite to the smaller angle. So this is the theorem 7.7. Now we write the 7.7. So this is the theorem 7.7. In any triangle, the side opposite to the larger angle, or you may call greater angle, is longer. That is the same. Here in triangle, suppose ABC, angle B is greater than angle C. That means the side opposite to the larger angle, the side AC opposite to the larger angle B is longer than the side opposite to the smaller angle. So this is the directly opposite to theorem 7.6. Now see theorem 7.8. So here the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. That means if you draw a triangle, suppose triangle ABC. Now the three sides are AB, BC and AC. Now if we join or add any two sides, that is, if we write AB plus AC, if we add AB plus AC, that is, sum of any two sides is greater than the third side will be here BC. Or if you add AB plus BC, if you add AB and BC, then it's greater than the third side AC. Now if we add AC plus BC, if we add these two sides AC plus BC, then it's obviously greater than the third side AB. So there are three sides AB, BC and AC. If we join or add any two sides of this triangle, then it's greater than its third side. So remember it. Now we will use this theorem 7.6, 7.7 and 7.8 in the solution of exercise 7.4. And in question number 1 of this exercise, first question is, so that in a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse is the longest side. So we have to draw a right angle triangle. If you draw, suppose this triangle is, suppose A, B, C, and here angle B is 90 degree. So if angle B is 90 degree, then its hypotenuse will be AC. Now we have to show that AC is greater than AB and BC. That is, this is the longest side. So obviously the sum of three angles of this triangle is 180 degree. So if angle B is 90 degree, then both that angles A and C are less than 90. Then if we consider angle A and angle B here, so obviously angle B is 90 degree, that means greater than angle A. So the sides opposite to angle B, that is AC, is greater than the sides opposite to angle A, that is BC. That is, AC is greater than BC. Now if you consider angle B and angle C, then also angle B is greater than angle C, because B is 90 degree and C is less than 90 degree. Therefore, the sides opposite to angle B, that is AC, is greater than the sides opposite to angle C, that is AB. That is AC is greater than BC also, AC is greater than AB also. That means AC is the longest side. So we have to write it. So first we have to introduce this figure. So we have to write the special statement. Special statement. Let ABC be a right angled triangle in which angle B is equal to 90 degree. That is, angle B is the right angle. To prove that angle B is 90 degree, therefore AC is the hypotenuse. So AC is the hypotenuse. To prove AC is the longest side, that is AC is greater than AB and AC is greater than BC. So proof part. Proof. So since angle B is equal to 90 degree, therefore angle A and angle C both are equiangle from the angle sum property, because the sum of three angles is 180 degree. So one angle is 90 degree, that means sum of other two angles will be 90 degree. That means each of them are individually less than 90 degree. That is, and if they are less than 90 degree, that means angle A and angle C are both are equiangle. Equiangle means, therefore angle A is less than angle B and angle C also less than angle B. So both angle A and angle C are less than angle B. Therefore, since angle A is less than angle B, angle A is less than angle B, so the sides opposite to angle A, that is BC, is less than opposite sides of angle B will be AC, and opposite sides of angle C will be AB, is less than AC. You may write here, since the sides opposite to greater angle is longer. This is the property. Since sides opposite to greater angle is longer. So that is, AC is greater than BC or AC is greater than AB. Therefore, AC is the longest side. So this is the proof of this question number 1. So next question number 2. And in this question, sides AB and AC of triangle ABC are extended to points P and Q respectively. That is, ABC is a triangle and the sides AB and AC is extended to P and Q. That is, AB is extended to P and AC is extended to Q. And given that angle PBC, this angle is less than the angle QCB, that is this angle. So this is the sign less than and this is the sign for angle. So now I have to show that AC is greater than AB, that is the side AC is greater than the side AB here. So now see, proof. So from figure we have so angle ABC and PBC are two linear pair. That is, if we add angle B and this PBC, we get 180 degree. So from figure we have angle ABC plus PBC, this angle PBC is equal to 180 degree. In bracket write linear pair and give it number 1. And similarly, angle ACB, this angle, and QCB are linear pair. Angle ACB plus angle QCB is equal to 180 degree because it's also linear pair. Now it's number 2. So from 1 and 2, both are 180 180. That is, right hand sides are equal. Now if in two equations one sides are equal, then the other sides are also equal. Therefore from 1 and 2, we have angle ABC plus PBC is equal to angle ACB plus angle QCB. So we get, that is, sum of those two angles is equal to sum of these two angles. Now see one thing. If we have 5 plus 3, that is 5 plus 3 is equal to 8, and 4 plus 4 is also 8. That is, 5 plus 3 is equal to, and 4 plus 4, both are equal, 8. So we can give equal sign here. Now if we remove 5 and this 4 from both sides, if we remove, so what happens? See, 5 is greater than 4. Their sum are equal, but 5 is greater than 4. Now if we remove this greater part and here the smaller part, then the remaining part, that is 3 and here 4. So where we remove the greater part is become less than the part from where we remove the smaller part. So the sum are equal, but when we remove some unequal parts from both sides, then from where we remove the greater part, that is 5 is greater than 4, that means the remaining part will be smaller than the remaining part of the other side. Now here PBC, this part is less than QCB. So since angle PBC is less than angle QCB, therefore this is the smaller part. So the remaining part will be greater, that is angle ABC will be greater than the remaining part, angle ACB. That is angle ABC, that is this angle B becomes greater than the angle C. Therefore, the opposite side of angle B, that is AC, therefore AC is greater than the opposite angle of angle C. So opposite sides of angle C. Opposite sides of angle C will be AB. That is AB. That is we get the AC is greater than AB. Right here, sides opposite to the greater angle is longer. Right here, sides, here in bracket you have to write sides opposite to greater angle is longer. So, which is the required proof. Okay, thank you.